Good evening, everybody. My name is Deanna, and I'm part of the Street Side Ministry team. And we are reading the book of Deuteronomy, taking it a chapter at a time, verse by verse, and uploading it to our social media platforms. So today I'm going to be reading chapter 16. And this is just to help share God's word, help sharing his teachings and his messages across the globe. All right. So today we're going to be reading chapter 16. So verse 1, it says, observe the month of Aviv and celebrate the Passover of the Lord your God, because in the month of Aviv, he brought you out of Egypt by night. Sacrifice as the Passover to the Lord your God an animal from your flock, or herd at the place the Lord will choose as dwelling for his name. Do not eat it. Do not eat it with bread made with yeast. For 7 days eat unleavened bread and bread of affliction, because you left Egypt in haste, so that all the days of your life you may remember the time of your departure from Egypt. Let no yeast be found in your possession in all your land for 7 days. Do not let any of the meat you sacrifice on the evening of the first day remain until morning. You must not sacrifice the Passover in any town the Lord your God gives you, except in the place he will choose as a dwelling for his name. There you must sacrifice the Passover in the evening when the sun goes down. On the anniversary of your departure from Egypt, roast it and eat it at the place the Lord your God will choose. Then in the morning return to your tents. For 6 days eat unleavened bread. On the 7th day hold an assembly for the Lord your God and do not work. All right, so this whole chapter is talking about the different festivals, right? And one of the most important was the Passover. Okay, so the next one is going to be the Festival of Weeks, and it says, verse 9, count off 7 weeks from the time you begin to put the sickle to the standing grain. Then celebrate Festival of Weeks to the Lord your God by giving a free will offering in proportion to the blessing the Lord your God has given you. And rejoice before the Lord your God at the place he will choose as a dwelling for your name. For his name. You and your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, the Levites in your towns, the foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows living among you. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and follow carefully these decrees. Festival of Tabernacles, right? Celebrate the Festival of Tabernacles for 7 days after you have gathered the produce for your threshing. After you have gathered the produce of your threshing floor and your winepress, be joyful at your festival, you, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, and the Levites, the foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows who live in your towns. For 7 days, celebrate the festival to the Lord at the place the Lord will choose, for the Lord your God will bless you in all your harvest and in all the work of your hands, and your joy will be complete. 3 times a year, all your men must appear before the Lord your God at the place he will choose, at the festival of unleavened bread, the festival of weeks, and the festival of tabernacles. No one should appear before the Lord empty-handed. Each of you must bring a gift in proportion to the way the Lord your God has blessed you. Judges. Appoint judges and officials for each of your tribes in every town the Lord your God is giving you, and they shall judge They shall judge They shall judge the people fairly. Do not pervert justice or show partiality. Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and twists the words of the innocent. Follow justice and justice alone, so that you may live and possess the land the Lord your God is giving you. Worshipping other gods. Do not set up any wood Asherah pole beside the altar you build to the Lord your God, and do not erect a sacred stone, for these the Lord your God hates. All right, so that is the end of chapter 16. And like I said, this was all about the different festivals. There was 7 in total, and these were just the ones that were more important. And it kind of reminds me of celebrating a person's anniversary, a person's birthday. It even mentions in here the anniversary, right? In verse 6. So that's what this reminds me of, is the celebration of somebody that we care about. When somebody passes away, we do the celebration of life, and things of that nature. So it's important that we celebrate important dates, right? We celebrate Easter as Jesus's resurrection. We celebrate Christmas as Jesus's birth, right? At the beginning of a new year, we celebrate, right? The old is past, the new is here, right? Things of that nature. So whenever somebody gives their life to Christ, we also celebrate. We have a lot of celebrations. um, but these were for the Jews, and it was to celebrate in honor of God, right? And I love how it said, do not come empty handed, right? And it's amazing because when we do celebrations, right, we never come empty handed. We're always bringing a gift. We're bringing, even when we do potlucks, or barbecues or family gatherings, things of that nature, we always bring something to the table. So just keep that in mind. And as much as God has done for me in my life, I know that giving back is always dear and true to my heart. Giving to the less fortunate, sacrificing and tithing your time, your talents, and your treasures is something that God asks of all of us. All right. So just keep that in mind. So anyways, enough chit chat. I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a blessed night.